Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Driving a Librarian. My name is Erica, and I'm a young adult librarian.
My name is Kim. I'm head of children's and a teen librarian.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about the Bells Book Two, The Everlasting Rose by Dhonell Clayton, and I have some feels and thoughts about this book.
Hit me. I am ready.
Okay, so do you want to start it or do you want me to start?
Yeah, I want you to start. I want to hear everything.
So this book takes place right after the events of the first book. So if you haven't read the first book, and I'll have the live show from that book linked below in the description bar. But this one takes place right after, and I will say that I like the first book more than this one.
Is
Like,
that?
I liked it a lot more. And this one is basically them gathering information and planning and trying to figure out what is their next move and how they're gonna overthrow Sophie, which I cannot stand her, and I have my feelings about how everybody got her. Later on, we'll talk about that because I'm a little salty about that. But other than that, yeah, that's basically like how it is. So,
Hmm.
I felt like there was a lot of I guess about the characters first, and then the predictions because I was like so happy with something that turned out when we predicted for the Bells. I was so happy about that.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
about the characters. So I liked, despite me liking the first book better, I liked Camellia much better in this one than in the previous one. I thought she grew up a lot, like a
Hmm.
lot. She sees the world from a different perspective now. She's less rash than what she was, and she's not as curious and not as making decisions and then like really thinking about it later on. So she grew up a lot with that one, and we got to see what's her name, Ada.
Adel.
Yeah, Ada. We got to see more of her, and she's pretty much the same. Just
Oh my God, she got on my nerves.
yeah, she got one of runners too. But it's basically Camellia, Ada, and Remy are all together.
Me too.
All together, and they're just that's basically like the first half of the story, really. And then, of course, like some of our predictions came true.
Hmm.
Me and Camellia, and I just like how it just the angst just kind of like just went together like this, and when they finally got together, yes,
Well, and my prediction for what's his face came true.
it did.
Did not tell you, did not tell
It
you
did.
in this book he was gonna be all regretful and join up with the resistance and they're gonna see. I told you, I was like, this is gonna happen. Like
Yeah,
without a doubt. And I remember you were like, you better not. And I was like, watch.
yeah. And I was so happy when she stood her ground and
Me
was like,
too.
"This is not forgivable." And
Hmm.
he was still flirting the whole time, saying she's more beautiful. She's still beautiful when she's upset, and I was going like,
Yeah. But she recognized him for basically being like a player of that time period. She was like, this is just all words for him. Like, this is just all an act for him. She like finally had grown up enough to recognize that like he like maybe he could be like trusted in the sense of helping them with their end goal, but he could not be trusted, like, to sound corny, he could not be trusted with her heart. Like he just could not be. So I was like, oh my gosh, thank you, because if we had played this this triangle of love nonsense with this, I
I
swear I would have
probably
put the book down and been like, girl, this video's canceled because I'm not gonna finish this book.
I would have started reading it because I would have been so upset about that if that became a love triangle. But I thought it was interesting how at the beginning when Camellia was sneaking out of the boarding houses, so basically they're hiding in boarding houses. I think that's what they're called.
Yeah.
And it's like she had a backup plan. Like it's like at the very end, and she was not able to overthrow Sophie. She had a bottle of poison. So was she gonna kill herself and share? Well, split the poison amongst the bells, or because she didn't want to use her powers for what Sophie wanted her to use them for it in the first book.
Yeah. Well, I think I don't. And see that I kind of got lost a little bit there too. I did get lost in the very beginning of the book. I was like, who is this man? How long has she been going to him?
Yeah.
Did we miss him in the last book? But I'm not sure if her goal was to kill herself or if her goal was to get rid of her arcana. I switched from the reading the book to the ebooks. I think I learned how some of these words were pronounced.
Yeah.
Um, I think the goal, and this is just my opinion, I don't know, was to get rid of the arcana, but like if you drink too much, you would die. So I think she was like, well, if I gotta die, I gotta die. But like if I don't die, then I'll just get rid of this ability so they can't use me. Which like I don't want to call it a win-win because that sounds really awful. But like, end goal accomplished. You can't use me at
Yeah.
all, one way or the other.
Yeah. So what else did you think about it? Like,
I and with regards to liking one or the other more. I don't know. Adel got on my nerves. Like I said, so I read the first couple chapters and then I just kind of like evaluated my week and I was like, I'm gonna have to listen to this. Like I'm not gonna have enough time to sit and read it. So I switched to the audiobook and I'm kind of glad I did that because I did like the audiobook. Um yeah, I liked everything with like her and Remy. Like I was glad that worked out. But we knew it would, but I was glad that worked out. So I liked that. And she did. Her personality changed a lot. And that's kind of what I like about reading the second book. And that's kind of why I wanted to read the second book because she was pretty gosh darn obnoxious in the first book, but I think it was because she was truly innocent. Like she grew up in this little box basically, and like they would have their like small scale adventures to kind of step out of that, but really her first encounters with the world was with Sophia. So like it was kind of interesting to see how her personality changed after she had dealt with all of that. um I think this book maybe, I don't know if I want to call it slower, like I'm not sure if that's the right term, but
I felt
it
the same.
glided. I mean, it was like a glide. So like the first book, there was like a lot. Like you get there, and then she's not the favorite, and then she is the favorite, and then Sophia's crazy, and it like everything just happens like really quickly. And in this book, it was more of like a slow burn. Like Remy was there, and then he had to leave, and then they got caught. But then it was like the spiders. So like it was kind of fine that it was the spiders, but it kind of wasn't fine. And then like all her sisters got kidnapped, and some of them died. Just like them sisters was dropping like flies. Um,
And like
I felt
and
really
then
bad.
Natalie killed herself. And the
Yes, that was
survivors
rough.
is nothing came out because Sophia had bled her to death, basically. And she
That
looked
was
like
rough.
how Arabella looked in the
Yeah,
first book. And then
yeah.
Arabella killed herself too. And then Amber, this is what
Screw Amber. I almost dropped a word I
yeah,
didn't mean. I never trust. I just want to throw something. I knew
but
you
Ada
couldn't
called it out
trust
though.
Amber. Ada called her out from the start.
Yes.
From the get go,
Because
Ada was like,
remember
and
she
that
was
was the last time I liked Ada. After that, she got on my nerves.
when she was practicing their glamour, she told Camellia not to tell Amber about it because she knew that she was going like she was just being shady with it.
Yep,
But
yep.
when when Amber died because Sophia broke her neck with the whip, and
That was
I
rough.
was like, what? That's crazy. And
Yeah,
then
that was
she
a little much.
boasted. She was like, I win, I win, I win. That's
She's
crazy.
so insane. I sort of stopped to think about this and I was like, yo, how many books are there where someone's just that freaking crazy? Like since like the Joker and Batman, I can't even think of anyone that's that freaking insane. Just like with a capital I. She was like, I won, I won. I was like, girl, you just killed somebody with a whip. How? I don't even want to know how. But yeah, those poor sisters dropped like flies. I felt really bad about that. There was the one sister who stabbed herself in the neck, the one sister who drank the poison. Amber died, and I forgot about the other one.
Arabella.
Yeah, yeah,
Arabella took
yeah.
the poison. What other one died?
One of them, somebody. I don't
I
know.
think so. Because
Yeah,
they were just like every 2 pages.
yeah. she'd find a sister and then one died, or then she'd get a sister and then one got kidnapped, and you're like, oh my god, like, can we? So that's what I mean. But it took a while. So like, whereas in the first book, that kind of craziness kind of hit you from the beginning, and in this one, like, it was just kind of like a slow burn to the grand finale. That was the
It was
finale
not.
that grand.
It was not. That's why I. That's why I was like,
Yeah,
I have a lot to talk about with the second half than I did the first half because first of all, Sophia was parading around that Charlotte was dead, which is her sister, and she wasn't. So I was curious how she was gonna go about doing this. And then when the spiders, which is like the resistance, that was probably like one of those. That's when it started to get good when they came.
they got kidnapped. Yeah.
Yeah, when they came along. And then but yeah, the finale. Oof, I was really looking for her to get hurt, like really bad. Sophia, like to just experience an excruciating amount of pain, or like we don't see that or something. But I didn't get like she just in a dungeon somewhere waiting her trial. I
Yeah.
was looking for something so much more with that, and she
Yeah.
almost did it when
She
Charlotte
did.
stopped.
I know. I know. Thanks, Charlotte. She's like, you're better than this. And in my mind, I was like, no, she's not.
So,
She's
and
not.
Julia said I'm not. She said she's not. But yeah, and then with Remy, I kind of knew that they were gonna get his. Well, I didn't know that they were gonna get his family, and
Yeah.
the option that he had to stay with Camellia and his going to save his family. Obviously, he wanted to save his family,
Oh,
but
yeah.
you can see the dynamic between Camellia and Remy just kind of just slowly coming together.
Yeah.
They became like good friends.
I like a good slow burn.
Yeah, they became good friends, and then it just Camellia just took the leap.
Can I just like to hold on to that? Can I just say that one of like the cutest scenes I thought between them was after she, yeah, we're just spoilering all this, but like after she rescued him from the dungeon and they got him back in a bed. And I think at one point she was like tossing and turning or like moving. And he's like, I can feel you thinking too hard. Just
Yeah,
lay down and go to bed. I was
yeah.
like, if that's not something a husband would say to his wife, then I just don't know what is.
It was
I had their life all planned out in my head. I was like, this
that
is
was like
beautiful.
right after Arabella died.
Yes, yes, that was right after Arabella died, and then that was before she saw the Bell. But can we talk about them Bell babies? That I felt I don't know. I was in my feelings about those Bell babies
Yeah,
because
I was
that was
really
really rough.
like
We didn't really get a resolution or like a good I mean, I guess we got an explanation, sort of.
I don't know. That was
I
so
don't know.
okay. So like they came from the sky.
Well, only one came from the sky.
Okay,
Oh, only some of them. Oh, shoot.
I
Was it
I,
one or a few?
I think some of them did,
Yeah, some of them did.
and then they extract the blood or something from it, and they start to grow them.
Oh, is that what it is?
I think so.
So a baby, like a fully grown baby, falls from the sky. This is really awful to describe.
They kind of
And
explain
then they
it.
take the fully grown baby's blood and then like grow pod baby.
She didn't really explain it. That's kind of how I got it because
Yeah.
they were like little tulips, like little
Yeah.
flowers. So
Yeah.
and then the
Well,
berry
yeah.
extended a little bit more.
I was kind of cool the way DeBerry popped back up though. Like I thought that was I was like, oh bomb DeBerry, bomb. That was
Yeah,
kind of cool.
but she explained it, but it didn't really talk about like it didn't really give you like the whole like
Yeah.
background of them. So
Yeah, yeah. Like where'd they come? I mean, I guess the goddesses are real. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. So at first I thought it was just the everlasting rose that fell from the sky, but then they said something about the whole favored generation fell from the sky, and then they grew the rest of them, which is why they came out like weird with
yeah,
double mouths and stuff. Something about that seems wrong. Like if you know that you're going to grow a child and it's going to have some sort of like triple I or, you know, like it's just gonna come out in a way that you're just mostly sure like isn't okay. And then a lot of them were dying. I was like, I feel
Mhm.
like I would not do that. Like I feel like I'd be like, let's just not and say we did. I don't know. But I
Yeah.
guess that just goes to show how important the beauty aspect was. I don't know.
Yeah. And I it's kind of like the first book when you said that she did that acknowledgement in the beginning of this book. Let me find it. At the beginning of this one, she said that you're perfect the way you are, or don't change anything, or
Mm,
something like that. Oh my god, I don't know. I kind of elaborate at and
it was okay. That's only something the spiders would say, which is actually pretty cool.
yeah, but it was something like that. It was where she said, um, "Oh, for all the angry girls, there's nothing wrong with you."
Oh, see? Okay. Yeah.
And I
I mean,
like that. At the
I like that too.
I
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Well, what I can say in Camille's defense is like that was her thought from the get-go. Like from the very, very beginning of the first book. Like she wanted to focus more on like enhancing the beauty of someone that was already there. Like really fairly similar to the spiders. So like I remember when they were down there and the spiders had like Bell products and Ada was like, "Hi, y'all got some Bell products?" And they were like, "Well, like we're not masochists, you know, like we put drops in our eyes to deal with the dryness and the pain, and like we put such and such in our hair to keep it from falling out, but like we're not changing who we are. We are just like adapting to who we are and making the best of it that we can, and like accepting and being happy with that, which I thought was like really fun. I kind of wish they'd played on that a little bit more
yeah,
because I feel like that was kind of the theme from the beginning, like, or that was a theme from the beginning, that like kind of got lost. But I guess like the
yeah, and
world was about to get crazy.
it's like they didn't they value so much more, and it made them so much more humble. Like nobody
Mm-hmm.
lives above anybody, which
Yep.
that's what I like. And
Yeah.
they basically had what they need to survive. And you can't live better than me, and I can't live better than you. And that was, like you said, that's like the whole gist of the whole story. And that's something that I wish that Sophia would have gotten in her mind because she was executing everybody that she being dutiful to her. She came up with these elaborate punishments of a starvation box or something like that, where
Mm-hmm.
it would be nude, I guess, and people would
Mm.
watch you turn gray.
Mm-hmm.
Hitler, you like this book, Hitler?
Yeah, yeah, for in all capital letters. Absolutely, absolutely. But I think the thing is, Sophia was so insane. She was never going to understand that. Like, she was never going to reach a point where she was like, "Oh, I understand now." You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like that just wasn't even a possibility for her. She was so far gone. You know what I did want to see? So like when we were able to see Charlotte and when Charlotte was like, "This doesn't sound like the sister I know," I was like, "Can I get a flashback or something to see when Sophia wasn't crazy?" Because I either A, don't believe you, like you just missed it that she was insane the entire time when you guys were growing up, or
Mm-hmm.
just like I don't even have a B. Like that's clearly that's like the only option. So I kind of wished like I would have liked to see young Sophia either as a not crazy person and to kind of see how she got to the point where she got, or to kind of see her like as a little, masochist, but like her older sister is like, "I love you," and kind of missed it all. I think that would have been, I don't know where that would have fit, but like, like I just kind of want to know. Can
Yeah,
I get a novella, please?
I'm not big on flashbacks, but I think it would fit in this story because I mean, to see how she got to where she is, that would make it would try to make a little bit of sense, even though it's not
Hmm.
justifiable, but it would make
We're
sense.
gonna get a novella like in the Lunar Chronicles. That's coming.
Yeah, from Lavana, that was a good
Hashtag yes, please. I actually didn't read the novella. I'm going to. Like, it's coming. It's coming.
yeah.
I'm gonna get there. You know me and my last books. I get so
I
angsty.
haven't read 1, I haven't read the last book in the novel.
Okay.
So
Stress
yeah.
out. I like really do. I'm just like, I'm panicked. I don't know like what's gonna happen. I don't know. I freak out.
But then what was the I liked how they got together to go into the palace. Like, at first I was like, they got there with like the caskets, and then they got she got caught. But
Yo, those yes. Well, she got caught. That's okay.
yeah, I liked that idea because I
That's
mean
pretty bomb.
that was just neat, and it kind of this is like off subject, but it kind of reminded me of American Gangster when he was hiding his stuff in the casket, and nobody would see to look in the casket.
Oh Lord, you really wouldn't though.
But yeah, I like how they did that, and then how everybody just it's like everybody was there at the perfect time when things were about to go
Mhm.
down. It just
Mhm.
that's when it just like flowed really good, and I like that about it.
It
And then
did. The yeah.
who told Charlotte to abdicate the throne? Nobody. Nobody told her that.
True words. I read that, or boy, I had that line read to me. I was like, they about to start this mess all over again. Oh,
Yeah,
you finally got someone who understands. And then she's like, nah, I quit. It's like,
yeah,
what?
and it's like you went through all of that work to find out
To
why
be
you
like, bye.
hiding, and then you ran into hiding. Then we did all that work to get you back to your normal health. Then did all that work to come up with a plan to overthrow Sophie, and you want to advocate the throne.
You don't have the nerve. I
Um,
feel like it would probably wind up. So, wait, so did they say they were going to do more beauty trials?
they said that they were going
Did I
to
make that up?
um, they wanted Camellia to stay and be like
Yes.
advisor.
I kind of found it fascinating that she was like, I'm going home.
Yeah,
I feel like that doesn't happen. Like the hero or heroine's always like, I shall stay and fix the things, and Camelia's like, no,
um, and
bye.
they, I think what they wanted. I think what's going to happen is that it's not going to be to the extent of how it was. Like that would be like beauty was like the main focus of it all. I think
Right.
it's going to be more like how the resistance was a little bit. Just
Yeah.
it's not going to be like overpowering them. I think that's what.
Right.
And then they're not going to be like forced to do this. It's like
They
you know,
can cohabitate as gray and not gray, and it's fine. Yeah. So, because I mean, I feel like hashtag another novella. Um, the whatever what was that lady's name who was the queen of the spiders, the spider queen. Um, I feel like I kind of want to know what their world would look like if she took over. Like someone who's such the opposite extreme of Sophie. Like the most, I'm just saying, I'm just throwing out the idea.
it's funny.
Hashtag novella.
It's funny you say that because when you said the first thing that came to my mind, do you watch Game of Thrones? Have you seen?
No, I am one of 6 people in the entire country that has not nor plans to, but I know you have from your Instagram story. You're like, all I've been
Yes,
doing is watching Game of Thrones and working on my house. I ain't doing nothing else.
yes. Okay, well, it's a character in Game of Thrones that he's called the High Spirit, and it's basically like he's one that he doesn't need like the fancy clothes or things like that.
Mm,
He's like all natural stuff like that.
mhm,
And he went to like the Red Keep, which is like the palace the where the royalty is, and he made it like a cult. If you did one thing wrong, or if you were trying to act like you were better than somebody, or you basically got punished for that. And when you said that, I
oh,
was like, well, okay, she's kind of like a little bit like him. Like they live like this. What
oh
if
no.
it may not be? It may not be. It's
Oh no. See, this is how Game of Thrones room is like. You can't even just read nothing normal. You're like, well, in that episode of Game of Thrones.
okay. Yeah, I
No.
thought about that, but maybe not. I mean, maybe they need somebody that hasn't grown up with that their whole life, and they can, if they're able to survive without it, and the rest of the people can survive without it too.
They need Remy.
They do.
They need Remy.
or or
I was really glad when he went with her, when he went with Camellia, because I'm not gonna lie, for a minute there, I wasn't sure if he was going to. Because there was, yes, girl, because there was one part when he left, or before he left,
Mhm.
they were talking or something. He was feeling they was getting close and stuff, and he said something like, my first duty will always be to the crown. Like he was very clearly trying to tell her, like, I like you, you like me. It'll never happen because my first duty is always to the crown. As soon as this chaos is over, I'm going straight on back to the crown, whoever's wearing it. So I was nervous. I really was, because
Yeah,
he felt real, because what I'm saying, even in that moment, the world was in absolute chaos. And the fact that he was still even thinking about that, like the fact that that was still even enough of a priority that he felt the need to bring it up to her to warn her, like, yo, don't get too close. I was like, oh my God. So when Camellia was like on her way back, like in the carriage or something going home, I was like, oh no. But then they
yeah.
like mentioned Remy's name or something, and I was like, oh Lord Jesus, thank God. Because I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure.
They held hands and went off into the forest.
I know. To their little cottage in the woods to live happily ever after with a bunch
Yeah,
of random bells and pods full of babies.
it wasn't like when you by him saying that. I was like, why are you lying to yourself? Because you like when you started working as her bodyguard. I
Mm-hmm.
I thought, and then the goose stuff had to come along and try to put his little two
I
cents.
told you. I told you he was
I did have
coming.
a moment though that I thought that she was gonna be like, well, okay.
Yeah.
I did have a moment, but when
Yeah.
she was like, all the warmth that she had for him was gone, and he can never fix this. I was like, you stand strong, girl.
Yes, I'm telling you, I would have hit stop. I would have hit delete. I'd have been like, "Dear Erica, we are canceled because I ain't finishing this darn book. I swear, I swear to you." But yeah, and I mean, like, I guess I can understand like like the fact that he still elicited feelings from her, because he was like the first one that they dropped the love word a lot. But I was like, this whole thing happened in like 3 months. Y'all need to get over yourselves. But
Yeah,
like how you don't love two people in 6 weeks. But um they like, I can understand, like, because he was like the first person that she like caught serious feelings for, so I can understand how she kind of hung on to that, and that betrayal was deep. Like, I would have hung on to that for a minute too. um so I could kind of understand that. But yeah, she really did. And I feel like in a lot of books that I've read, they don't do that. Like, they eventually get there, but you have to spend a whole book where she's trying to figure her life out, only for her to figure it out at the end of the third one.
yeah.
So like, I'm really glad that it was just, I think they were just walking down a tunnel and she was like, no. And then, that was kind of situated.
I was reading, and I was like, okay, go on.
Speaking of, so is this just a duology? Is that what they really call them, or did I make that word up?
I think it is duality.
That doesn't happen very often.
I mean, I don't know what else they could add to it. I feel
The
like,
novellas, when the Spider Queen takes over and it all falls apart again.
let me
Just
see,
saying.
a duality. Because
Yeah, I know I should look this up.
they have it, and then later on, like much later on, like for her and Maki, it was a trilogy, and then she
Yep.
added three more books to it. So
Yeah, I know. Oh Lord, Tahara. And she's Tahara putting some stuff on Instagram that's really upsetting me too. By the way, I'm just like,
I
Tahara, I
did.
need you to stop. No, but she put some stuff up, and I'm like, what have you done? Who have you killed? I'm gonna need you to stop. Um,
She did. She was on Twitter, and she was having a bad day. Her
oh
mom
yeah, sorry, I mean Twitter. Yes, I saw that Twitter. Yeah, mom's like, have you killed any of your characters yet? Yeah. Mm.
no, it's three. It's three. It's a third one coming.
Girl, if the third book is when that Spider Queen takes over, listen, I can predict. Lord, hold on, I done thrown my phone. Okay. I'm
Yes, it's three of them. Originally it was a duology.
telling you. I'm telling you. I thought we ain't getting the novellas. We getting the whole book.
I was trying. Okay, prediction time then, because okay, so I don't know what to say.
You heard mine. I told you. I told you what's gonna
Well, it has
happen.
to be another villain. I don't think. I don't
It's them
know.
spiders. It's them spiders. It's like a cult, like in Game of Thrones. It's them spiders. Now listen, because I understand, like, cool, if you want to be gray, you go ahead and be gray. But you can't force everybody else to be gray. But they think they have to force everybody else to be gray. Otherwise, this cycle's gonna perpetually continue. So they're gonna try to force everybody to be gray, and they probably gonna want to do something to the bells. The bells gonna have to leave their little house in the woods and be like, hold on now, leave us alone. Like, just because we can do that, we're gonna do it to whoever wants us to do it. And then the spider's gonna be like, nope, I'm telling you, that's the whole book.
Yeah,
There it is. There it is.
and I feel like Zeus is gonna die because he's gonna try to prove himself.
I sure hope he is. I know that's a really awful thing to say, but he was wrong.
He was. I really feel like he's gonna do something that's really drastic, or not drastic. I
Yeah.
won't say drastic, but something that's like,
He's gonna like jump in front of a like a
yeah,
flame, like an arrow or something. Yeah, yeah.
thing. And
Yep.
then her and Remy, I hope they stay together.
Or
I
one
hope.
of them's gonna die.
You think that? Are
I
you?
don't know.
Oh,
Listen, after Veronica Roth implanted some ideas in people's heads, like I'm nothing safe as far as I'm concerned. I
no.
don't know. I
I
don't know.
we can't predict that. Don't predict that because it may come true. Don't
I
predict.
know. I'm sorry. I take it out of the universe. I take it out of the
Yeah,
universe.
back in. We can't. I don't know. I feel like, and then well, Ayla's already at the palace, so maybe
But
she.
I don't. She's a little insane too. She is.
Yeah.
She just, and I understand the concept of don't trust anybody, but sometimes the concept of don't trust anybody can like go too.
Hmm. Okay, you back.
Oh,
You
I,
froze.
I've been here. I just you. There you are.
Okay. I
I
can't.
was.
No, you're stuck.
You're
Can you see me?
5 bars. Yeah. I
I don't know
can.
what's going on. Okay, you froze again.
Hmm? Am I okay?
I can hear you good, but I just can't see
You can
you.
hear- Oh yeah. And I got I'm fully barred.
It may be
All five.
it may be on my end. So.
Okay. Yeah. Your picture went away, and I just saw your little circle thing.
Oh yeah, so it's
Um,
on my end then.
and then you came back. Okay. That's okay. I'm sure everyone can see us and hear us.
Okay. What are you saying now?
Uh, oh, so I was saying about Adel, how sometimes like she is so mistrusting that I think she can get in the way of people who can try to help her. You know what I'm saying? Like her trust issues may in fact cause her to get in her own way, like with regards to improving the what is this? A country? A town? What is this? Town? A town? World?
It's a country, and
Island?
it's a book
I
map.
don't know.
It's a book map, but I think it's like a country.
When there's a book map, it's a country, possibly a continent. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I mean, even like with the spiders, for example, because I don't fully trust them, but I did trust them when they had Camille and Adel. Like I did. I was like, okay, like they've kidnapped these girls. Of course they're gonna blindfold your heads because they don't want you to see like all of their stuff. Like obviously. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't super concerned about them. I was like, they've given you food, they've given you water, they saved your life, like so they're just being extra cautious. But it was like Adel was just looking for ways and was like about to run into the cavern. I'm like, you're going to die. Like you will die if you do that. Get out of your own way to to like do what's best for the situation that you're in. And I'm not fully convinced that she can do that. So I don't know. She might got a little Sophia in her too.
Oh, to that
Just
extent. I hope
saying.
it's not to that extent.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but the
I have
thing
a feeling.
the palace.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. Like I can almost see like Adel taking over too and going a little bananas. I don't know. I don't know. Them spiders and spiders are going to play a very large role, and there seems to be a lot of them, men and women. Wasn't it like her carriage driver,
Hmm.
like a spider too? Like it was insane. I was like, that's a lot of people.
And the whole time they knew where Camilla and it was. They were watching them because
Yep.
they knew like how. Okay, I just had a brain fart. I was supposed to say when. Okay, when did the spiders rescue Camellia? They were in
So
the
that was when the fashion minister put them on a boat. So that was after the one
yeah
sister stabbed herself in the neck. The fashion minister put them on a boat, but there was like an extra checkpoint that nobody knew about, and they would have been caught at that checkpoint. So the
yeah
spiders somehow got on the boat and like I don't know, put
yeah.
them to
They
sleep
had
and
been
got them off the
following
boat.
them like watching their moves, I guess, to find out when they can finally like meet because
Yep.
they were getting the is it called the spiders? The newspapers?
Sure.
Like,
Spider web, the
yeah,
web.
well, they were getting that too. They were getting updates
Yep.
too.
That
Yeah,
was really, I was like, how is that random paper floating around that no one's noticing or trying to stop?
yeah,
It's like black sheet of paper with white ink on. I don't know. It's like, okay.
and it's a rebellion, it's a resistance. So how, yeah,
Yeah, how
how
y'all just handing this paper out? Like y'all just standing by the mother newbies, like, take my black paper. Okay.
it's like I can see this spiders playing a big part in this.
hmm And I would like to hope that the teacup dragons also play a very large part in this because I am very attached to them. And if we lose a teacup dragon, I'm going to have a small meltdown. Just letting you know.
Yeah, they were so adorable.
I know. And when that one teacup dragon was trying to lead them to what's his face, and the teacup dragon was like, he's over here, and she was like, no, no. And then what's her face was like, trust your dragon. I was like,
Yeah,
yay. He knows where Remy is. Trust your dragon.
no, it's so cute.
I was so happy.
I want one of those little fuck around little
I wasn't
pets right
happy.
here.
I liked that too.
And then Sophia's elephant died. Did she have an elephant? I think her elephant died too.
Oh, it killed the elephant.
I did
Can
not
you
hear what you said. I think my computer froze up. Yeah. Okay, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, can
Eh?
you see me?
Oh, yep. I can see you now.
Okay.
I was, but you
Okay, wait. I think the audio went back out. Oh my gosh.
can hear
I think this is okay. Can you hear me now?
Yep, I can hear you.
I don't know what's going on. I can hear you, but it's like you said.
Screen keeps going away. Picture goes away, and then like your little, but you're back now, so I can see you just fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Back to pieces.
Okay, good. Back to the elephant. Camille killed the elephant. I have to say that probably upset me more than anything else in this book.
Really?
I'm going to tell you why. I know that's like a really big statement to make. So
Okay.
I'm like sliding down
I'm here for
because that elephant was so innocent and so happy to see her and like just wanted to love her, and she killed it because of that. Think about it.
well, yeah.
That elephant was like, yay, you're back. Love, love, love. And she killed it. Think about that. Think about that. Think about like if a cat was like, I love you, and like purring on you and rubbing up on you, and then you killed it.
I don't like pets.
You know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, I was like, oh my God. Oh my gosh, which kind of leads to like another thought. What if Camille goes dark?
Yeah,
Goes
because
dark side.
all those people.
Yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
yep,
Uh-oh.
yep.
Uh-oh.
That lady, the old lady at the beginning of the
Oh
story.
yeah. Yeah, she did. She did.
And I like
Oh.
that I just skipped over that because it wasn't even mentioned anymore. It's like she just was. She didn't tell anybody about the lady either. I think
No.
Riri knew she was sneaking out, but
You
she
didn't
was
know she killed somebody
yeah.
along the way
Oh
and
yeah.
after picking or before picking up some poison to kill somebody else or herself. Oh
What if
yeah,
she does go dark? And
I
then
think she's
Remy,
gonna.
Remy has to kill her because she goes dark.
I'm gonna need you to take that out of the universe. I mean, just take that out of the universe. He's not gonna kill her. He's gonna bring her back onto the good side. Thank you very much.
And what if she goes to the point where she's like Sophia and nothing can bring her back? And then what if she promises
No.
him? She'd be like, okay, I need you to promise me that if I do this, if I go dark, you're gonna have to kill me. He's gonna be like, no, I can't do this. Like, yes, you will because you love me. I need to do this because I can't live with myself. And she's gonna sleep like, no. And she's gonna take him out again and say, I'm not leaving till you promise me. He's gonna promise. He's gonna go dark and he's gonna kill her.
That's so rude. That's so rude. I don't even like that at
That's how
all.
all those movies are. When they go dark, when they know
This
that
isn't a movie. This is a book. In books, look, I done throw a pin at myself. In books, people can be saved.
that's how they always play out. That they, if there's a chance that they may go dark, they promise whomever they're really close to.
No.
I'm not gonna
And
kill
I'm
her.
looking at my bookshelf like, this had to work out okay for somebody. I'm like, what book I got? Like, what I got? I've
Or
most of what I have are my book expo books.
or in the midst of Camille being dark, she does something and Remy tries to stop her and he gets killed. And that's what brings her back.
Now that reminds me of that Marie Lu book that I only read the first one of.
What is it?
You read? Have you read any of the Marie Lu books? She did the Legend
I read
series.
Legend. I didn't read the first one.
You didn't read that other series? Oh,
No.
okay, I ain't gonna say nothing else then.
Wait, is that in the same series?
No, so there's a Legend series and there's a separate series.
Okay,
Something the young elites.
I own the game. I hadn't even read it. I own it, but I hadn't read it.
Oh, okay. Pretend I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing.
Oh my god.
You don't have to read it. Now you gotta read it.
It's my fault. I shouldn't have said. I shouldn't have said that. It's my fault.
I read that book a long time ago. I don't really remember it, but like I'm pretty
Yes,
sure
you
it
do.
ends
You just try to
pretty.
stop it.
Well, I didn't read the second book, so like I don't know what happens after that. Like I don't know, maybe it did end the way I thought it ended. I'm pretty sure it did though.
Okay. Okay.
No, you're
Yeah.
wrong. That's not gonna happen. He's not gonna kill her. She might go dark, but he's not gonna kill her. He's gonna rein her back. He's gonna pull her back. Here's my thought. Did you read? This is a stretch. Did you read the Cinder books, the Marissa Meyer Cinder books?
Yeah. I read that
Okay,
one.
okay. So remember, oh yeah, we talked about that. So remember in like the last book. So you remember Wolf, right? Wolf and like Scarlet were my favorite. That's like my favorite pairing.
Mine too.
So okay, so Wolf and so remember when Wolf had to like turn into the wolf? Like remember when he like I don't remember how he wound up all genetically mutated. I forgot how that happened, but
Oh,
it
it's
did
like military.
happen.
It's like a military thing. It's a bunch of them.
Yeah, yeah. So yes, there are a bunch of them. I don't remember how he got caught up in that though, because at first, like for the first 3.5 books, like he was a normal person, but then something happened and he wound up having to be like mutated or whatever to save them, right? And he was all like messed up and stuff. And then like he thought Charlotte wouldn't want him no more because he was all messed up and stuff. And he had to do it to save them. But then she was like, "Nah, I still love you." And I was like, "Oh."
Oh,
So see, it might work out like that.
maybe.
Ha! Ha! I'm putting that into the universe to counter all this drama that you put in the universe.
Yeah.
I really love that. I thought that was so beautiful because he thought she wouldn't want her no more because he was all genetically modified. And she was like, no, come here, let's go to sleep. Okay, bye.
Oh.
I loved it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. In books, miracles happen. It's movies that mess you up. And Game of Thrones.
Hey,
Listen, listen. I'm never watching Game of Thrones.
I was part of that little small community. I didn't watch it,
All 6 of us.
and then, and then I was
And you
told
defected.
I started it like a few years back, and I was like on season 2. But I've always wanted to read the books though, because when I was working in the library, it was checking in a lot, and I own the first one, and so I was like, let me just go ahead and just see what it's about and stuff like that, and I
Mm,
binge
and
like
it sucked
I'm
up your soul.
season 8 right now, and yeah, because I thought it was just all hype, everybody, but it's not. And I like that is it's not really. It's very, very, very character driven. So if you want to people that like a lot of action and a lot of stuff like that, it's not that. But
Yeah.
when action is happening, it's
Isn't there like,
to skip
what
over.
about that dragon lady? Aren't there dragons? There's got to be action for that.
It is, and when it happens, it's crucial.
It happens hard.
Like some of it, like, cause I don't like that gory type of stuff. I have to kind of skip
Yeah.
over some of that killing, but
Yeah.
the storylines are good. Like, and I'm at the point now in the series where everything from season 1 to 2 kind of is making sense, like all that. But I'll talk about Game of Thrones all day. We're not gonna do that.
Yeah, because I can't even do it. I ain't even watch it. But yeah. So anyway, I guess those are the possible predictions. I think either the spiders are going to go bad, and then Camellia and Remy and Adel, even though she really does get on my nerves, Camellia and Remy and Adel are going to have to step up, or Camellia's going to go dark, and then Remy's going to have to step up. Maybe like Sophia escapes.
No.
I mean, there were people who were loyal to her.
They were
If
loyal, they were afraid.
and they might be afraid if I don't get her out, somebody gonna get her out before me, and then she gonna come get me.
No.
I'm just saying. I'm
Especially
just.
Charlotte trying to advocate the throne.
That was so rude. Why would she do that?
I don't understand. I don't understand.
I am kind of interested to find out what's going to happen with the unfavored generation of Bells. You know, so all of the ones that wanted to go with Camellia and Remy went with Camellia and Remy. I did not picture this house they lived in as that big, but like I guess it was.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like they're all, I guess for lack of a better term, like deformed. Like there's like stuff up with them, like having multiple body parts or like whatever. So like I think it would be interesting to see how they integrated into society, like whether they just wore veils over their faces or whatever the deal was. I feel like that's actually something I'd really want to see and read about.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Like,
Not action packed, but like fascinating.
yeah.
Like maybe one of them gets mad and goes dark and is like, "Y'all kept me locked up. Now I got you."
This is my right.
Mm-hmm.
This is my right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know.
It's not a title for it yet either. So
Was there a description or anything?
nope. It's just Bell's free.
We gonna have to follow her on Twitter, like, and figure out what's going on. Oh man. So we gotta wait for this, and we gotta wait for Tahara Mafi.
Yeah, and
That's
it's
so.
not even like a month. It just says 2020. When did it? Maybe in March because didn't the Bells and this one come out in March too?
Yes.
Like maybe March.
Yes, that sounds about right. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I liked it. Like, it's definitely not like, I mean, I wouldn't put it in my top tens or anything like that. But I feel like I am committed enough to like, I need an audiobook. What am I going to pick? And to, just kind of pick that and follow along. Like, I feel like I want to know badly enough to, like, not necessarily to read it, but to audiobook it when I've got like a coin on
I didn't
Audible.
like
And
the audiobook. I returned
you
mine.
like it?
and it was the only way I could read it to be on time with it. But and I just downloaded the cloud library one because it was finally checked in, and I just finished it off without. But I didn't like the audio.
Why?
Mm-mm.
You didn't like them British? Because I didn't picture them British either. And then I was like, oh, okay.
It's, the British part wasn't the problem. It was the narrative. I
I
thought it
liked her.
always like, not too sickly like.
Girl, you
Like,
okay?
like on the brink of crying every time she talks.
Oh my god. Ah.
So just put here.
Oh my god. Maybe she had a cold, Erica.
So I was like, no, I just got a little bit left. Let me go ahead and download this. Sorry about it.
Ah.
Straight it back because
Her
I
male voices weren't the best, but I was like, I'll let that go. They don't talk a whole lot anyway.
yeah. But overall, I think I gave this 3 stars.
That's fair. I have to write my review for my blog. I haven't done that yet. Ooh,
I
for this book.
restarted my blog back because now I do videos.
Yeah.
I started doing that, but I'm gonna do both. Try to do both of them. Like when I
Mhm.
video, I can do my blog. So
Mhm.
how that goes.
Oh, so you already have a blog? I don't
Yeah,
think
I
I knew
have
that.
one, but
Mhm.
I stopped like maybe about a year ago.
Well, I mean, I'm saying if you want to take some of the pressure off, we can do a little collab.
That'll work.
That might help. I'm just saying. I've been looking for someone to do that with. Not gonna lie, but
Okay, cool.
like,
Because actually, I was reviewing for redhotbooks.com and the website just shut down. Well, she just stopped. So yeah, that'll
all right, we'll work. We'll talk. Work out the details of that.
but I don't have that much to say about it. All I can say is
Yeah,
it was. I just felt the only thing that I really didn't like was Sophie's ending. I just wanted more. I wanted more pain from her, and I
yeah.
just like what? What?
Do you know what it reminded me of? Oh, this is about to be like a really messed up. Well, so okay, so remember Twilight? You were wrong. So you remember how they were building up and building up and building up for this like grand ending in Twilight. You got like a little bit of like a fight, and then it was over, and you were like, "That's it."
Yeah.
That's sort of what it
I
reminds
remember
me
I
of.
went to the movies to see that, and when the fight, when everybody realized it's just a vision, they was like,
I
"What?"
didn't watch it. Yeah, I didn't even watch it, but I did read it because I was like, look, if I'm gonna judge this book series, I need to have read it, like in order to properly cast
I
judgment.
can't even really remember the book. I just remember,
I don't remember either. All I remember is that I remember getting to the end and being like, this is it? Like y'all been working for this, and you just brought up these like weird mutant children and was like, fighting done, the
yeah,
end, and then it was over. I was like, oh,
I don't even
well,
remember reading Breaking Dawn. I know I read it, but I don't even remember reading Breaking Dawn. Except for my
that's the whole
favorite book.
book. That's everything that happened.
Yeah, so I don't. I'm not even gonna attempt. I think no, I gave them away. I think, but I won't even attempt to reread them because I know that I will not like them. If
Mm-hmm.
I did reread them, and I loved them when I did read them, but
Mm-hmm.
I can't even remember. I don't remember any of the last book, any of it,
That's
except
all
for
I remember.
yeah, pregnant. That's it. That's all I remember.
They had the scary baby,
Yeah,
like a weird baby.
they grew up every 3 weeks. Every week.
It was a whole big build up to this fight to like kill the baby, and then they were like getting ready for the fight, getting ready for the fight. They fought for like 8 minutes, and the fight was over, and the whole book was over. The end. That's the whole last book. That's all you need to know.
Oh goodness, but
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
So
I really want Sophie to die.
maybe she. It looks like we have a whole book for that possibility to come to fruition. So your dreams may not be lost.
Yeah, that was all I had for this story. This
Same for me. Yeah, yeah.
so
Guess we can leave it there.
so
TBD.
this one we're gonna talk about our update for library for summer reading.
Yes, Lord Jesus, help us
I
all.
have over. I started to say in my introduction, like, "Hi, my name is Eric. I'm in the library. I'm ready for some reading to be over with." I didn't say,
Girl, yes.
I,
Girl, yes.
yeah. I have a lot. Okay, answer this. Have you had some disappointing programs?
Disappointing programs? Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
I think I've had more of those than successful ones.
I don't know if I would say that. I think it's just one is like most recently, like my anti Valentine's Day party was kind of like a mess. And then I did a spa day program that was kind of a mess. And those two were this year. Most of my programs are fine, but those two were just not.
We had some good summer reading programs.
My summer reading programs tend to work out at the end of the day. Yeah. It's just like how much of my soul do they take before like before we get to the end. That's what it is.
I had some of mine didn't really, I don't know if they did, but
Remember, we haven't started summer reading yet.
oh, you haven't.
No,
What do you have
no.
summer
So,
reading?
so I'm gonna tell you. No, listen, girl, you gotta remember. I'm in New England, okay?
Yeah.
So we got snow days and stuff to attend to. So last year the kids didn't get out of school till like the 17th. Like some like insane time because of how many snow days we had. So we start booking our programs in February. So we booked our kickoff in February and we had to pick a day and guess like we don't want to have our program too soon in June and the kids still be in school because of snow days. So our program doesn't start till June 21st.
Oh,
Even though we didn't have darn no snow days and these kids get out of school on Tuesday. So whoop-de-doo. But like when you're planning in the winter, like what do you do?
yeah,
So it's
yeah.
kind of for New England. I mean, I'm sure you guys probably don't have, I'm darn sure you guys don't have that kind of problem.
We close if a tiny bit of ice is on the street.
That's like that time it snowed in Mississippi because that's where my aunt and my aunt is, and she's a teacher. And so she sent us a text. She's like, "I've been on my couch for 3 days. They didn't close school for 3 days." She sent us a picture of the front lawn. I swear to you, there was a half an inch
Yeah.
wide of snow on like 6 blades of grass, and like everything else was green. And she's like, "Yep, it's the third day. I'm still at home." I was like, "Don't talk to me no more.
It
Don't
snowed
send me no
in
more pictures.
November here, and we were all like, "Oh my God, it's snowing!" Like, we never get snow. Never. And
You
it
can have it."
never sticks. Never. We get a lot of ice, but snow never sticks.
Mm-mm. Yeah, so we've had so many snow days that yeah, sometimes they don't get out of school to the middle of June. So when we're planning our programs, like particularly our kickoff, like that's really what matters. When we're planning our kickoff in winter for us, we still have no idea what's going to happen with regards to school. So yeah, we erred on the side of caution. So no, I started. Mostly, it's just like the summer. We had to go to all this. We went to all. We have 6 elementary schools in my town, so we went to every single elementary school to promote summer reading. I'm meeting with high schoolers, with not high schoolers, but with like teachers, different teachers and things at the high school to go over their summer program and our summer, and sort of like a collab and like presentation for that. So like it's just like that stuff alone has driven me halfway to the brinks of insanity in panicking about running out of stuff for the program. And I also collaborate the program amongst all 3 branches. So I'm like the focal point of the program and how it runs, not only for us at the main branch, but for our 2 other branches. So, which means like making scratch tickets for them and like getting prizes and getting things set up and like price lists and like volunteers and like things like that. So, like I coordinate all of that for not only my branch, but for the other 2.
Whew.
Pray for me. Pray for me.
That's so important. I've got one branch to be concerned about. And I went to the schools up to like beginning of May, towards the end of April, but that's a lot.
hmm I did 14 class visits in 4 days.
I understand.
So, yep, we'll have plenty to talk about.
Did you have a date him? I don't have a date or
No, I
anything.
mean just anytime end of June or early July.
Okay.
That's fine for me. That tends to be, around the time that we stick to, so we can isolate a day.
Okay. We will let you guys know when we have a date picked out.
Yes.
And I will have the podcast links and everything else as usual all linked below if you want to check all of those out. And that's all I have.
Awesome.
Thank you guys for watching. Bye.
Bye.